An Idaho woman faces life in prison for killing her husband. A judge said today her story just didn't add up. Good evening, I'm Nia Wong.
And I'm Aaron Luna. It was an emotional day in court. Lori Eisenberg was sentenced for killing her husband on Lake Coeur d'Alene in 2018. Her children and stepchildren testifying against her. Katerina Chryssafis joins us now live with what happened in the courtroom today. And what's next, Katerina?
Well, Aaron, Lori Eisenberg is already in prison. She was convicted of embezzling money from the North-Idaho nonprofit where she worked. Her husband was also found dead in Lake Coeur d'Alene. While she admitted to being at fault, she said it wasn't her husband she was trying to kill.
I was an emotional and physical wreck.
An emotional and physical wreck after embezzling more than $500,000 from her employer.
That day on the lake, I was not thinking very well. I do not remember details. It was a blur of shock and horror and confusion.
She says that horror and confusion stemmed from wanting to commit suicide, but it wasn't her own life she ended up taking.
I am responsible for Larry's death, and I have known that from the very first day.
In 2018, Lori's husband Larry was found dead in Lake Coeur d'Alene. An autopsy revealed he had lethal levels of Benadryl in his system.
A part of my heart has died as I learned that his life was cut short because of someone's selfish actions. And not just someone, but someone who truly loved him.
My family never got the chance to know him like I did. It is a huge loss to my wife, our children, and myself not to have him as an example and a visual of what life can give or be.
A huge loss, Lori says, stemmed from her own mental state, causing her to do the unthinkable.
Larry would still be alive if it was not for me fixing a drink with Benadryl in it so that I would be able to selfishly and cowardly take my life.
The judge sentenced Eisenberg to life in prison. She'll be eligible for possible release after 30 years.